When the news broke that the Willow series on Disney Plus had been canceled after only one season, it didn't really come as a surprise to a lot of people, because the vast majority of people that did give this a chance, that tuned into Willow, the TV series that serves as a follow-up to the 1980s film, hated it. They despised it. They thought it was awful. It was cringe CW writing filled with identity politics, all tearing down the original characters that were present from the movie before. However, this is what Lucasfilm is now known for. This is what they do with Star Wars, with Willow. You know, they're likely going to do that with Indiana Jones as well. So no one was surprised that it was another Lucasfilm failure. Well, a day after these reports came out, the reports of Willow being canceled, that they were not moving ahead with season 2, someone stopped and said, you know what? That's not exactly true. The creator and showrunner himself, Jonathan Kasdan, the same one who made Lando pansexual in Solo's A Star Wars Story, that John Kasdan. He came out and said, it's not canceled. We're just not doing a season 2 anytime soon. Okay, Jonathan Kasdan, I'm sure. Take a look at this. Willow's series isn't canceled, and volume 2 is planned, says creator John Kasdan. It's been a roller coaster week for Willow fans. Well, there weren't really many that were watching this series, were there? The ratings were abysmal. They didn't even register on Nielsen. It was by far the lowest of any of these things that we've seen when it comes to these franchises on Disney Plus. It was a pathetic failure. A few days ago, reports emerged that the Disney Plus sequel series to Ron Howard and George Lucas's 1988 fantasy movie was being canceled after just one season on the streaming service. But in a lengthy statement, showrunner John Kasdan has spoken out about what's actually happening with the show. And it's more complicated than a simple cancellation. But the good news is there may still be plenty more story on the way. You can read the full 3-part statement here, and here is his entire tweet. Look at all this that he put out here. Look at all of this stuff. Now he says, fellow fans and also to our haters, just wanted to clarify things. I wouldn't describe this as a cancellation. Let's look at exactly how he describes this. The truth is less splashy, but here it is. A decision was made last week to release our main cast for other series opportunities that may arise for them in the coming year. Yes, release them from their contracts, because you're not planning on doing a second season anytime soon, which probably means this is canceled. This is just extreme cope. With all the TV and movies in production around the world, it feels unfair to limit an actor's availability without a clear sense of when you're going to need them again. It's further trivialized by the simple reality that the scripts we've been working on require just as many actors from our first season with whom no such contractual hold exists. Nothing prevented Annabelle Davis, for example, from taking another show, but you better believe Mims appears in every single Volume 2 chapter. If you're wondering what this means, due to forces much larger, more intricate than I would ever pretend to fully understand, production of streaming shows is slowing down across the entire industry, and Willow won't resume filming in the next 12 months. But here's what's equally true. With the enthusiastic and unwavering support of Lucasfilm and Disney, we've developed and written what we hope is a brain-meltingly fun, richer, darker, and better Volume 2, which builds on the characters from our first 8 chapters. You know what this sounds a lot like to me from Lucasfilm? It sounds like Rian Johnson's trilogy. It sounds like Rian Johnson trilogy, which was announced in, 2017? And still has not come to fruition. They still keep saying, oh yes, it's definitely happening. It's not canceled. It's still being developed. It's still in the works, because they don't want to straight out come out and say it's canceled. That's what this feels like from John Kasdan. The reality is that there is no demand for a second season of Willow. The people that did give this a chance in the first season hated it. It got blasted by the fans. It was nowhere to be found in the ratings. That's how pathetically bad it was. The people that did give it a chance realized the acting was cringe. It was absolute dog shit dialogue. And of course, so many of these characters solely existed for the purpose of identity politics. They've wanted to focus on putting queerness front and center. That's exactly what they did, and it failed. And now they're releasing everyone from their contracts. Don't worry, we have plans. We've written a second season. I'm sure it'll come out sooner or later. It's not canceled. Don't call it canceled. Yeah, Willow season 2 doesn't seem like it's happening, at least not anytime soon, and likely never. They can cope all they want. They can call it whatever they want. We've seen Lucasfilm do this before. This is not happening. Let me know your thoughts about the cope from Jon Kasdan in the comment section below. Smash a like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notifications, share this video out there, and I'll talk to you later.